Hey, you crazy people! I intended to write all this down on a spreadsheet so that I could share it, but I realized I had too much crap, so let's do this the technological way. Basically, this is the stuff that I will bring for my trip. Some of this will be probably removed from this collection since it's a little bit too much. And this is only my second trip, so there's still a bit of a learning progress here. So, where to begin? This pen here will be my left side. On the back will contain sleeping bag, of course, my tent, which was a bad purchase because I thought it was another tent when I actually bought it, so but still it works, but it's a bit bigger than expected. We have freeze-dried food. I love it, might be too much. A tarp, this was good. My last visit was to, my last trip was to Scotland, and it rained non-stop. This is good to sit on if nothing else. Rain gloves and the rain cover. What else do we have here? Yeah, we have the pins and stuff for the tent. Storm line in case there's a storm and the tent wants to fly away. This should prevent it. Extra stuff that helps me secure the tent if there's a storm. Yeah, a very thin sleeping bag that actually fits inside a normal sleeping bag. If it's too warm, you can sleep in this, or if it's too cold, you use both the normal sleeping bag and this. And here, a small towel, Adriatic. It's made of a special material that absorbs water really, really well. More parts to the tent. Pillow. I need a pillow. Those of you who don't, good for you. I need one. Rope. This was one of the things that I thought would be overkill to bring. This was really good because you can use it as a drying line. So if you have something that is wet and you camp for the night, you can just put the stuff on the line and tie it between your bike or a tree or tree. What else? We have a big towel, the same material as the small one, but this is for your entire body. First aid, always a good thing. I have a small bag with the electronic stuff, the cables, and also a USB charger. Then of course we have the iPad. Last time I actually brought my entire laptop. This might be a slight overkill. So I will try my iPad this time. And I should have a small dongle to read the SD cards from my camera. And here we have the air hawk. It is to make my ass hurt less on the road. What else? You need a manual. This is for the air hawk. Extra batteries. This can be actually difficult and expensive to find when you're on the road, I experience. So bring some. The bag to your manual. GPS. This goes without saying. Though there are people who drive without the GPS, and they are very brave, and they are all heroes. But I can't drive without it. I wouldn't find anything. Yeah, to tie down your gear. These are extremely good. They are very expensive to buy in a motorcycle shop, like Adriatic. So instead you can go to your local warehouse, Homebach in my case, and these are significantly cheaper, and they seem to be of the same quality. So that's a tip. Extra lock for a bike. This one goes into the disc, the brake disc, and you can't move the bike if you don't remove it. And this is it's a very high security rating. This is actually an extra bag. Freebie from Johan. Thank you, Johan. Extra stuff for your boots, my boots at least. Multi-tool. Yep, what else? Loop. Extra chain loop. Because my bike, which is a BMW 800 GS, has a slight problem with the chain, so it needs a lot of tender loving care. This is from the Swedish Motorcycle Association. A small book, contains phone numbers, camping sites, good to know stuff. It's basically a small Bible for your touring people. Got this as a present from Johan as well. I never used one of these. It is a candle which you can use in a tent to keep warm, I guess, and shed some light. It's small, so this will go as well. Cigarette lighter, the small 12-volt connector, which is standard on the BMW motorcycles on one side, and a normal cigarette lighter on the other side. But I have put in a dual socket USB to charge all my stuff, because everything is basically charged by USB anyway. Loafers, stolen from a hotel. Promised to bring them, so I will bring them. Food stuff, pots and pans, and a plate. Yeah, what else? I'm intending to bring a Polaroid camera, because there's always fun, and why not? But this is kind of the first thing to go if I have some shortage of space, which I probably will have. Small tripod for my camera, and the camera, by the way, is a Nikon D7000, and some protection for the camera. The RAM mount for the GPS. It's not lockable, which is not a good thing. So you really need to be careful that you actually remember to bring the GPS with you. Because if you lose the GPS, or at least if I lose the GPS, I'm lost. Flashlight. Make sure that you have the batteries for this, if you bring one. Let's see, what else? Yeah. Straps. I will bring as many as I feel that I need. And this is for fasten the bike if you're gonna ferry. Sometimes on the small places they don't have the required gear to properly fasten your bike. At least that's what I heard. I've never been in a situation where I actually needed this, so this is something that might end up staying at home during this trip. Yeah, and this is a bag that you put on your steering. Contains stuff that you want to have easy access to. In this little plastic bag we have some windshield wipers, and it works for the helmet as well, and some soft tissues to wipe it. I have this repair kit, which is basically to fix your tires. but I actually tubed tires, so this won't do me much good. I do like these though, because these make it possible for me to pump my tires. So in case of emergency, I guess. Yeah. And also we will be having some guys that actually have the GS 1200 or the 1200 GSA, and they have tubeless tires, so this will actually work for them. For me though, there's this, which is flat tire spray. You connect it to the tire, you empty the contents into the tire, and you drive slowly for about 5 kilometers, and then you pump up the tire to the normal tire pressure, and you should be okay. But keep in mind that this will ruin your tube. So once you get to the nearest tire shop, you should have the tube removed and replaced. And VD40 goes without saying. Never leave home without it, basically. At least not on your bike. Camping gear a bit more. This is a multi-stove from Optimus, and what this basically does is it can use any type of liquid fuel basically, the exception being alcohols, so it needs to be kind of fossil fuel, I guess, for it to work properly. So what you actually do is that you connect this to the fuel bottle, pump it to get a pressure inside the bottle, and then the fuel will spray into this at a fairly high pressure, and it works really well actually. I'm using the wrong type of fuel in this right now, so what I get is slightly smoky pots and pans, but that's okay. I can live with that. What you really should use is this. So this is, next time I refill it, I will refill it with this. So this is Primus power fuel. What it actually is kind of a very pure alcohol, no, not alcohol, no, like benzene, gasoline based thing. You can buy it in the fancy shops as well, and it will be very expensive. So that's why I used kind of the bad fuel for the stove right now. In worst case scenario, you can actually use gasoline from your bike. So that's one of the reasons why I took that, because it's easy to get fuel. Let's see what else we have here. This is the mattress. This is big and bulky, but it's so comfortable. But yeah, worst case scenario, I might leave this as well as well. What else? Oh yeah, the most important thing. Lighter. No, kidding. Paperwork. This can ruin your entire trip if you don't prepare. I haven't filled this in yet, but I will. See if you can see this. This is the ice. This is basically a small note where you can put down your allergies, your contact information for your next of kin, basically. You should put this in a helmet, and with this you actually get a sticker that you can put on your bike, which says medical card in helmet. So you put this in your helmet and people will know where it is, and they can contact your next of kin when you're dead. I have some membership cards, because sometimes you actually get some discounts if you can show that you're a membership or a member of a certain club. So good to have. Passport, goes without saying. For the countries we'll go and visit, we need an international passport, and we also need a green card from the insurance company. You need ownership registration, and this is a good one. This is basically a health insurance card to prove that you have health insurance. It could help you, as some countries are not as keen on helping people for free. Sweden is actually one of those countries if you're a foreigner. So if you are not Swedish and you want to visit Sweden, get a health insurance card. Yeah, well, that's basically it. Of course, there will go some normal clothes, socks and underwear and t-shirts and actually a pair of normal shoes into that box as well. So yeah, there is probably a lot that I've forgotten. I can show you some of my tools. I bring this not because I hoped that I think that I will ever need it. I bring it because if I don't bring tools, I will need it. So this is something to keep Murphy at bay. Basically, this is something stolen from the BMW set, which you can buy from them at a very high price. The most important things I think, of course, is the screwdriver with the appropriate bits, some cabling, because if you have some electrical problems, and with that you will need electrical tape. That will get you a long way. Plastic strips that you can tie things down. This is basically thread lock. It will keep your screws in place. Some wrenches and some, yeah, it's basically what you need. For my bike though, this is an important thing. This allows you to loosen and fasten your front tire. You put it in the side and you put the socket on the other side, and, yeah, a wrench. This might not be available at the local shop if your bike breaks down. So bring it, because actually it might not be available for the people who will repair your bike. So again, this might be a little bit overkill, or it might actually miss some really important things. I don't know yet. I guess I have to break down before I actually know. Yeah. Also, this string here is for senile people like me. You put this on the lock on your brake pads or your brake discs. You put this on your either your front brake or clutch or wherever you feel like putting it, where you notice it, and this will keep you from driving away with this still attached to the bike. If you do, the bike will stop very suddenly, and you may actually get the bike to fall over you. And I know people that has got some seriously hurt, broken legs and stuff, because they forgot to remove this. And also, of course, if you actually manage to start the bike with this in and actually start driving it instead of just pushing it, you can actually cause some serious damage to the bike as well, and that will be expensive. So that's it. Oh, for the camera. If you don't have it already, get a zoom lens. This is an 18-200mm. Lenses that are not zoom lenses, they are very limited when you're outside on the road, because it's very, very rare that the stuff that you want to take pictures of are at the ideal distance from your camera with your current lens. So bring that, and that's it, I guess.